Thanks for joining me. It's been a while, but I thought I would share some really exciting things with you today. Also apologies if I'm sniffling a lot. My allergies are ridiculous today. I'm gonna try not to be all sniffly, but it's been a very allergy heavy day. Okay, so in my hand, I am holding a Lenormand deck that I created. I am so excited about it. I got it in the mail yesterday. I got it from Make Playing Cards, and I honestly never thought I would create my own deck. But a couple months ago, I felt really inspired and I just got to work on it, and it felt amazing. And I'm so pleased with the outcome. Like, I was sure, because I'm not a designer, I was like, oh, I'm definitely going to get it wrong and the proportions are going to be super weird. But actually, it's turned out really well. Um, the colors are a bit off. Well, if I hold it back, you can see the colors better. So it's like an orange going into a green gradient, and you'll see why that is. But I thought I would do a little flip through, and also I need help naming this deck. So I'll go through what I've been thinking. So I have a lot of different choices for different cards. Like the rider, there's these two cards. So this one's like a bit more serious, and then this one's a bit more silly. So one of the names I'm thinking of is either the serious and silly vintage Lenormand or the seriously silly vintage Lenormand. But I'm not sure that there's enough silly cards, or that if I call it seriously silly, it's very hard to say, that people will expect it to be very silly. And I don't know, it's kind of a play on words. But anyways, so I kind of did this so that people, you can choose what mood you're in. If you're feeling a bit silly, you can choose the more fun cards. And then if you're doing a serious reading, either for yourself or someone else, you can choose the more kind of serious cards. Every card has a color on the back, like behind the object. It'll either be green, which means it is a positive color. I mean, not a positive color, a positive card. There is white or cream for neutral, and orange for negative. And it's the same colors that I used on here. So that's kind of cool. Oh, sorry, my lighting's being weird. So there's the clover. I'll do it this way so I can put them back in order. The ship. The other name I was thinking of was like the black line vintage Lenormand, because it's all black lines. And they're all like mostly old vintage images. Like this one, I love this one because this one feels really silly for the clouds, and then this one's kind of a more neutral image. Good old snaky snake. Coffin. Bouquet. So, oh, sorry, the lighting's being so weird. So for the scythe, I had two options. This one I thought might be a bit too grim, no pun intended, for people. So I thought if they don't want this one, then they can have this one, because it's about, reaping what you sow. So I really like both of these, but yeah, you can see why you'd use them in different contexts. And same with the whip. This is just a whip, and then this is someone, it looks to me like, I don't know, like a flapper, like 1920s style lady about to whip something. And and this also depends on how you see the whip, because the whip is one of the more, I guess like there's more different interpretations of what it could be. Like some people think yeah, I won't say the words because I think YouTube doesn't like them, but you know what the whip could stand for. Birds. So this is another one. I love this cheeky child here. Like I thought this is such a fun, playful energy, and I think it really speaks to the child card. But then this is a more like thoughtful, contemplative one. So it kind of depends on, what vibe you're after. The fox, the bear, the stars, the stork, the dog, tower, garden, mountain, the crossroads. I love this one so much. When I found this image, I was like, oh my God, this is so perfect. Mice. And then the heart has a little cheeky love me on here. And then there's the anatomical heart. So again, depending on what you're after, you can choose. The ring. So this is one of my favorites. So this is, I'll bring it up so you can see. This is a dog reading a book about cats, which I just think is so funny. And then there's like a regular book if, yeah, that's what you're interested in. Letter. So this one, I did 2 different versions. So I did me and them. So this is like, if you're reading for yourself, you would be me, or if you're reading for someone else, they would be me. And then if you're, asking about a different person, that would be them. So this is just a more gender neutral way, that I wanted to basically make it, more available, more accessible. And then there's also the traditional man and woman card if you want that instead, or you can combine them. You could be like me and a woman or me and a man. So it depends what you want. This is the lily, the sun. So again, like a funny little sun with a face or just a regular sun. A moon, and then a pensive moon. I like that both the moon and the sun, I found ones with faces on them because I think they're quite funny, but I know some people really hate like faces on things. So for those people, it's like these cards would work a lot better. A key, a fish, the anchor, and then the cross. So I did these 2 different variations because I know there's a lot of people who have religious trauma and they don't want to use this. So I thought 2 crossed swords would get across the same effect without, needing to trigger yourself. So yeah, so those are kind of the 3 names I was thinking of. So either the seriously silly the seriously silly vintage Lenormand, the serious and silly vintage Lenormand, or the black line vintage or vintage black line Lenormand. I'll put a poll up in my community tab, and so you can vote for which one you think suits this style better. Or, just leave me a comment, and if you have a better title, I'm also open to suggestions. So, thanks for watching.